Let me take your time out to say a special good morning to one and all listening to Classic Radio, viewing GBN TV. It's Wednesday, the 9th day of April, 2025. Good morning. I'm your host, GT. To the point, we have a short edition of To the Point this morning. Of course, we'll be carrying day 2 of the 53rd. That's GAP's Intercall Championship. Taking place at the Karani James Athletic Stadium, folks, and should be around 9:30. So, which means give us 30 minutes or so to, of course, interact with you, our listeners and viewers out there. Of course, we'll have an open line edition until we're ready to go live with the of day 2 of the game. So, let's hear from you, listeners and viewers. 435-2041, 435-2041. You people want to chime in on day 1 of the games if you would like to. Other issues that you may like to speak about, feel free to do so also. And so we're going to have an open line this morning. Just about a 30-minute segment on the program this morning until we get ready to go or go live to the National Stadium to carry day 2 of the 53rd GAP's Intercall Championships 2025. We do have our first caller. Caller, you're live. Good morning.
Morning, GT.
What are you doing this morning, sir?
Thank you for the opportunity. I would like to add to a comment Citizen Rolo made this morning in relation to the United States decision to suspend or cancel license involving Trinidad, Venezuela, in oil operation.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows how none of us is immune, even though when you sign agreement for establishment of a military base or military activity in that, like Trinidad did in recent months, they could still impose that kind of regime on you, or like in the case of Guyana, where the tariff is 38%, even though that's one of their main new source of oil. I'm talking about the United States. So we need to be mindful and be informed so that when the propaganda comes out, we end up on the right side, not on the side of the oppressor or the bully, the big bully. And I think this is an opportunity for us in the Caribbean to unite, the wider Caribbean. We cannot allow, a despot, a deranged man, and I make no apology for ruining the world. In fact, somebody said this morning Trump might be the reincarnation of Nebuchadnezzar. Now, those people, the Christian people, have this thing about the Antichrist. Now, I'm not necessarily subscribing to that, but if there is any Antichrist, to me, it's sitting in the White House right now. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Appreciate your contribution as always. 435-2041. 435-2041. I sometimes like to differ myself in conversation of that nature about the Antichrist and those things. I have my own beliefs that I follow through on. And sometimes I don't always put a lot of energy in conversation of that nature. Caller, you're live. Good morning. Caller, good morning. You're live.
Morning, GT. How are you today, sir?
Doing well, sir. How are you this morning?
Okay, good. GT, I don't know what we in Grenada, what we're doing wrong. Because, Grenada is the only country still, when you come in on a plane, coming from New York or wherever, they still give you a form to all the other countries.
I missed that. You had a little bit of noise in that last statement in terms of when you come from a plane and you were making that statement. We didn't get that come true clearly.
Yeah,
No, I was asking that you repeat that statement you made. You said Grenada is the only country that when you come on a plane.
Yeah, all the rest, they're not doing it anymore.
What is it that they're not doing?
Not doing it. Them hostess and them always talk about it. When you travel, they always talk about it. He's on a Grenada.
Caller, for some reason we are losing your. We are losing your. We I'm not sure if it's your location.
A lot of Christmas done. We lost mostly all our private jet. When you look at St. Vincent, they get all the private jet, all the yachts, and all those kind of things. We get nothing much there. That year that just gone there. Also, when GT, we still have the problem that when you look at St. Vincent, if you look at their big boats that's coming in now, they all register in St. Vincent. All those boats register in St. Vincent. big boat which carrying the thing. So I don't know what we're doing wrong.
So you're really saying, caller, you're concerned why we're not getting the magnitude of private jets coming to Ireland?
So I don't know.
You're concerned why we're not getting the quality of cruise ships. I'm not saying we're not getting quality. We do get quality cruise ships coming from time to time, but we probably could be getting more. That's what you're saying. All right, I think we lost the caller there for some reason. His environment probably is a bit of a noisy one. Caller via WhatsApp. Good morning, you're live.
Yes, good morning, GT.
Good morning to you. How are you this morning?
I am just calling Flo because it's not so straightforward to get to them.
Yes.
No, my name is Josephine Maguire. I want Flo to take note of that. Today is the third day that my bill was paid online, and I have no landline service. I am keeping my landline because it is much needed. Okay, Flo? So I don't know if you can use the same bus that you use to deduct the money from people's account to take it to the people. Use the same transport to take it to the people who can reconnect the landline. Please, thank you. Thank you, GT.
Thank you. Have a good morning. All right. Certainly hope you get that rectified today. Caller, you live. Good morning.
Good morning, GT. How are you?
Doing great. Doing great. How are you this morning?
I'm good, thanks. I'm calling because recently there was a news article. That said when you arrive in Grenada, we are no longer doing the manual forms where you have to fill them out and all of that. We got new machines. They said forms are of the past.
Heard about that, yes. Mm-hmm.
But I've recently entered and we had to do the form. So when they gave us the form, I was saying, no, we don't have to do that. And there were other people on the flight who was telling the air hostesses, no, we don't need that. Only to be embarrassed when we arrive. We were the ones. I know.
But is it that they're not installed as yet? But that was received a couple of months ago, if my information is right.
The machines are there.
Yeah.
But what the helpers and the airport are saying is that the section that we are filling out on the form, you can't fill it out in the machines.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need to get the message clear. It's either we're a form-free arrival system now, or we're still doing the forms. But because people come in with the anticipation that we don't have to do forms, but then you're given forms. So we need to get this clear, and we need to work on it, because everybody has gotten rid of these forms.
I understand where you're coming from, but I thought that was, a thing of the past now.
I thought so, too.
I thought it was a thing of the past where there's no kiosk machines that you use that takes care of you scanning you in, and as you scanning you when you come in, so you no longer need to go through that line process.
Oh, so you do the kiosk machine, but you still have to do the forms. So
Okay.
it's like triple work going on. So I hope the authorities are listening and somebody can provide some clarification or let us know if there is some delay or something, because people are confused and, you're telling us one thing, we're expecting something when we arrive, then we're meeting something else, and it's a bit, it's not a good start to coming back to Grenada or for the visitors who probably expected no forms.
I understand where you're calling from, Covenants. You have a legitimate complaint there. I hope the authorities are listening and have that rectified.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good one. 435-2041. It's 10 minutes after the 9 o'clock hour. Just here for a brief bit this morning on To The Point as we await the day 2 of the 53rd GAPS Intercall Championship 2025. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, your live. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, sir.
I am living in Grenada, or we are living in Grenada, and I am asking myself, I'm looking into myself and possibly seeing if I could look into other people's self. I want to look into this situation. Every one of us are complaining. I'm not saying that we do not have to complain, but we are complaining over the same thing day after day. Why is it? We cannot learn, or we believe we know, or we believe we know too much, and everybody believe, well, I am right. Who is responsible for that? Is it because we do not train our children, or we do not obey laws, or the children do not obey the parents? According to people would say, long ago, I don't think we had so many complaining about nearly every single thing in Grenada. We have to complain about it. I'm not saying that everything is all right. But some things seem, and listen to my words, seem to be wrong with us in Grenada. That's why we have so many problems.
But caller, if I could chime in you a minute, but if an issue arises that you need to speak of, isn't it your right to?
Yes, but yes is my right, my democratic right. That's why I'm speaking. But every time you talk the truth offends a lot of people. They don't like to hear the truth. Everything that is happening, if you have thieves, we are responsible because some people are encouraging the thieves, some people are encouraging the people to bring in the gun. So who are you blaming? Yes, we must have laws, even to some extent.
I'm following you. I'm following you where you're coming from, caller, but then you seem to deviating a lot from one point to the next. So I'm losing that flow of what you were trying to talk about. And I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand you talking about the complaints. It's probably too much. But then you deviate to something else about laws and guns.
So we have to solve our problem, and we can't be complaining to whom? External people will come and solve it. So we have to get up and put things in order. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Have a good morning. 435-2041. 435. We have just around 15 more minutes left on today's program here, folks. It's to the point, and it's an open line edition this morning. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, your life. Good morning.
Mr. Telesford, greetings.
Good morning, sir.
I take the moment this morning to call upon the government of Grenada. Years ago, the United Nations established a convention on the rights of persons with disabilities. As a matter of fact, in 2008, it was put forward to the global community with immediate implementation, said convention. Immediate implementation. It's now 2025, and the government of Grenada refuses to attend to this issue and to begin discussing with the population and above all those with disabilities in this country the establishment and domestication of the laws for the purpose of guaranteeing that the people with disabilities, which number almost 20% of the population, I've called on the government of Grenada once more as a common citizen of this country with all rights to immediately go into discussion with the population with disabilities in this country so that we can participate. You can do anything, you cannot do anything for us without us. Let's get it straight. To be sitting in your ministries and formulating all kind of policies and all kind of ringy-dingy with your friends and associates and your international handlers will not resolve the problem for people with disabilities in this country continue to be left on the side. And they're being abused at all levels. And this has to stop. You're violating the rights of a very important part of the population of this country here. We have no rights to political activities. We have no rights to lifelong education as established in the Constitution, or rights to accessibility being denied. Why? I'm calling on the so-called Prime Minister and the so-called ministers in this so-called politically independent country to get above your butts and do what you ought to do for the people with disabilities, obeying the United Nations Convention on the Rights of People with Disabilities. Thank you very much for what is worth, Mr. Telesford. Do have a nice day, will you, sir?
Same goes out to you, sir. Best wishes goes out to you for the day also. 445, you have double options of calling in. Also via the WhatsApp. I certainly will take your messages via the WhatsApp also, 435-2041. You can add it to your contacts, and you, of course, will have a direct connection here with us here at Classic Radio and GBN TV, 435-2041. The lines are open. Let's hear from you this morning. We have up until 30 minutes after 9 o'clock. Hopefully, may go on beyond once the games are ready for us, and we will go live there. Call your live. Good morning.
GT, good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Well, I'm doing fine, but you all are not doing the Lenten season at all. I never hear no Lenten season song with Jonathan Nelson and all of those. People keep the Lenten season holy. Jesus suffered and died for us on the cross. Did you all look at the cross? Did you all know the nails in his hands and feet? The crown of thorns around his forehead? The pain he suffered to us here today? Now the sin comes again, when he comes back again to you all to know that he died for us on that cross. Nobody is doing that. All kind of days they come on the radio. Only talk politics. Put the politics down and put Jesus first. And when you're GT and the other one on the radio, play some gospel songs. Too much calypso thing. This have season for every season. Christmas have their own. When it's Carnival Holiday have their own. When it's Jesus' own, give it all to him. Enjoy the rest of the Lenten season and do it all. Play some gospel song for Jesus, because we are the children that he made in the world, and we are the one he gave life to live. So he suffered and died for us. Remember the pains he go through. When we have pain, we call him. He doesn't take our pain away. When we need him, he's there for us. Give some to him. He died for us. He sweat his blood. The crown of thorns. You water the cross. Do you look that?
All right.
Catholic people are like it's only them that know that. No other body talk about God. But he's there for us. And without him, there is no one and no one would be here. Too much crime, too much hate, too much evil, too much gun. Put it down. Pick up the Holy Bible. Look in the Bible. When you talk about children, say children of God. Don't say kids. You say children of God. All over the world, people just doing things, killing people.
Thank you so much, Auntie, and I'll certainly will try to make a difference and play what you would like to hear. All right, I will do that for you. Have a good morning. All right. 435-2041. 435-2041. Call about setting me straight this morning, and I will do that for you. 435-2041. The lines are opened. Let's hear from you, folks. It's an open line edition this morning, just for a few minutes. We're going to wrap it up hopefully around 9:30. And when we will be carrying live for you the 53rd GAPS, of course, Intercall Championship live here on Classic Radio and GBN TV. Good morning to those of you via social media platforms, whether it's the Facebook page, YouTube channels. Good morning to you. Hope all is well with you, whatever part of the world you're viewing and listening us via. And certainly hope your day is going A-OK. So once again, the lines are open. Let's hear from you. In terms of your contribution this morning, there's probably something you want to make reference to this morning. Feel free to do so. The lines are open. Call your live. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, GT.
Good morning to you, sir.
Mr. Rolo. All the line Mr. Rolo get away too much is calling this Prime Minister and them so-called. He getting away with it too much, and this thing going worldwide. And to me, you're all entertaining it, you all like it, because it's simple to say, Mr. Rolo, we can't continue with this. We can't continue calling the Prime Minister so-called. People vote him in there. Why the so-called? What it is for all this is discipline, Mr. Rolo. Mr. Rolo is stupid, Mr. Rolo smart, Mr. Rolo disrespectful from young. From a little boy growing up, I know Mr. Rolo, and that is how this man was since in the revolution. It's time for you to get to stop. You all have the power to cut him off. Mr. Rolo is not running Grenada. Mr. Rolo is running the radio station. Mr. Rolo is paying for the radio station. So you guys could say to Mr. Rolo, we cannot tolerate that. You could imagine the Prime Minister and ministers and them listening and hearing he's saying that and all, they're not putting a stop to it.
Here you, sir.
Not putting a stop to it. It's too regular now. Mr. Rolo is a big man. He is smart. He knows what he's doing. He is a hater. And I'm telling you, he is an hater. He pretends, but he's an hater now since he's younger. He could be my father's age. But since a little boy, since in the revolution, I see what Mr. Rolo do to people with the Americans. Mr. Rolo is a hater, and you have to stop calling people so-called.
Thank
people
you,
who we vote and put it. Okay?
Thank you. Appreciate your contribution. 435-2041, 435-2041. The lines are opened. Let's hear from you this morning, folks. We're moving down to exactly 20 minutes after the 9 o'clock hour. Hopefully. Once the organizers are ready for us, and we suddenly will be going over live for the 53rd GAPS Intercall Championships at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Hopefully from 9:30 this morning. Let's take a WhatsApp caller this morning. WhatsApp caller, good morning, and you're live. Let's hear from you.
Morning.
How are you doing this morning?
My good man, how are you doing? You good too?
I'm all right.
Yeah, I guess you're enjoying the Intercall.
Yes, I am. And I guess you have the opportunity to view it also and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, but the Intercall, I'm enjoying it too, watching it. But in the next couple of years, it's going to belong to the wire before you find a winner in the male and female category. The whole dynamic is going to change, because you see, Grenada have a national education system where all children go to secondary school now. So you will get every school in the next 10 years, all the different schools going to produce top quality athletes. And the final will even be more interesting. Because he go by along to the wire before you find the winner. But anyway, I'm enjoying it. It's nice.
All right, then. Happy to hear that.
Yeah.
All right, man. Blessings. Have a good morning.
Yeah.
435-2041, the direct line or the WhatsApp. Let's hear from you this morning, 435-2041. The lines are open to you. And let's hear your contribution this morning. You probably want to send a written message via the WhatsApp. Feel free to do so. The message sent via the WhatsApp. Feel free to do so if you would like to. Or you would like to call in directly. Feel free to do so. Just around 10 minutes or so or less, of course, for us to continue taking your calls. It's To The Point, Classic Radio, GBN TV. Let's grab a quick break, and when we come back inside with another segment, just take a quick break here. When we come back, we certainly will entertain more of your calls till we take a wrap for today. We'll be right back after the break. Don't touch it out.
Life insurance. You've heard about it before, seen the commercials, but have you ever really thought about how life insurance can benefit you and your family? Let's look at 5 ways life insurance can benefit and protect you and your family through life's expected and unexpected. 1. It provides finances for your child's education. 2. It can help you in providing collateral for loans. 3. It provides living benefits. 4. It provides a source of income upon retirement. And 5. It provides finances for final expenses such as funeral, cremation costs, and other related expenses. Contact Demerara Mutual today and speak to an agent to select a policy that best suits your existing needs.
Get ready, Grenada. The Maggie King of the Grill is back and bigger than ever. On Saturday, June 7th, Monroe's playing field transforms into the ultimate battleground for grill masters. Think you got what it takes? Then fire up those grills and show your skills. Registration closes Friday, April the 11th. So don't miss your chance to compete for that sizzling prize and bragging rights. It's food, fun, and flavor, all powered by Maggie. To register, call 407-8458. Maggie King of the Grill, where flavor rules. See you there.
GBN presents the 2025 Maggie King of the Grill, Saturday, June 7th, Monrouge Playing Field from 11 a.m. Our partners, Maggie, the secret of great flavor, Grenada Distillers Limited, makers of Clark's Court, Grenada's #1 rum, Grenada Paper Products, makers of Cherish, Spring Soft, Harbour Bay, and Super Value Toilet Paper, and Royal, Quick and Easy, and Horizon Paper Towers, Budget Foods Inc., Classic Lighting, and Blue Bubbles PA Rental and Event Supplies. It's the 2025 Maggie King of the Grill, where flavor rules.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Macnic?
Hi, I am Junior Murray, cricket coach, sports enthusiast, and a former West Indies cricketer. I endorse the games of the NLA 100%. For the past 40 years, the NLA has been funding many sporting activities, including competition for schools and clubs, and for athletes to participate in overseas tournaments such as the Carifta Games and regional cricket tournaments. For those reasons, I play the game of the NLA. Even if I do not win, I know Grenada always wins.
Yes, when you play all the games, the NLA in turn supports sports, culture, and nation-building activities throughout the Tri-Island state.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers, to The Point here on Classic Radio, GBN TV. We still, of course, continue the program until we get a nod that we're ready to go live for the 53rd GAPS Intercall Championships, which taking place at the Karani James Athletics Stadium, folks. And, of course, at the best school, of course, at the end of the games, where the best school win. Let's go back to the phone line. The phone lines are open this morning. For those of you who want to call in and make a contribution, feel free to do so. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, you're live.
So, I want to ask you a question. I hope you could answer it.
I hope so, too. Let's go.
I don't know what Mr. Rollo means by the so-called. So, I would like to know what is concept of the word so-called. So, I'm vexed with him. I'm vexed with the people for taking him on and every time asking what he mean by so-called and vexed. Because I want to know the concept of the word so-called in his context. He talked about a so-called man. I look at it as a high level, so-called meaning. Another one may look at it at low level. But important thing, I want to know the word. What does he mean if people are against him? I'm not telling you I'm against him or for him. Because I have learned a lot from him.
So-called is sometimes deemed as you to think of someone who's inappropriate. That's one of the meanings of it. You can look at someone in that particular way.
It can be on the negative, positive side too.
Yeah. It could be of a negative, it could be of a positive nature also.
All right. So unless somebody tell me what you mean, then I wouldn't comment with you.
Something is inappropriate to you know. So I guess it all goes wrong to the individual's interpretation of what he means by it. So.
Definitely. I don't know how you interpret. I interpret so-called the Prime Minister mean is a high level. How do you interpret it?
All right. Have a good morning, sir.
And you enjoy yourself. That's why you don't understand me.
All right. 435-2041. It's the kind of conversation I sometimes try to stay away from. Let's go. Hey, folks, I have a message from someone via the WhatsApp. They're saying, good morning. Kudos to the NDC government for their good work. That's someone sending a message there via the WhatsApp. 435-2041. The lines are open, both the WhatsApp and the direct line this morning. Those of you, of course, haven't gone over to the Facebook page in a wee bit to see what's taking place there. I'll try to sign in there shortly. Don't have my keyboard in front of me to get to it right now. I'll probably go across there shortly to see the contributions from those via the Facebook page. However, folks, as we await, of course, the team down there at the Karani James, of course, Athletic Stadium, for the 53rd GAPS Intercall Championships 2025. We go back. So we just have a pretty shortened version of To The Point this morning. Once again, the lines are open. 435-2041. That's the number. 435-2041. That's the number for both the WhatsApp and the direct line that you could, of course, phone in. Let's hear from you this morning in terms of contributions you would like to make on specific issues that you may want to speak about.
Updating the point standings.
And if you look at the start of the screen, you see that, of course, we're getting set to go over live. So which means that's what we're going to take a wrap for today's edition For To The Point. I want to thank all who contributed some way or the other by your phone calls and so forth. Thank you so much. Contributions via the WhatsApp. As I said, I didn't check the Facebook page, so not sure what's going on there for now. I'll probably take a peek at it after the show. But once again, thank you. Join me again tomorrow. Tomorrow we may have another shortened version of To The Point, and which means on Friday after the games, when that's when we come back. I'll go back to business as usual, as we would say. Until then, folks, have a good one. That's what we say goodbye for today. Have a good one, folks. Goodbye.